Hi everybody, I'm Jennifer Tryon. Welcome to the Janome sewing machine page. We are so glad to have you here. We are going to be going through a really super cute Mother's Day project for you. And I can't wait to hear what you're working on. I'm going to be making this super cute, now I hope you can see it, I'll show you on the overhead. It's a tea towel with my grandmother's handwritten recipe on it. Do you see that? It's for butter tarts. And this is actually her writing that I've been able to transform into stitches thanks to the Janome S9 Indigo. So let me know, first of all, where you're watching from, because I love knowing where everyone is tuning in from. I am just outside Toronto, Canada. So I'm happy to have you here. I've got my husband Mike behind the camera today, and I've got my daughter Violet, who's going to be reading out some of your questions and comments. So feel free to leave a little question and we'll try to answer it for you. I'm in my home sewing studio and I hope I've caught you in yours. So for this project today, I'm just go through quickly what you need. So you're going to need a vintage inspired tea towel or some kind of tea towel that you can embroider on. Now I've gotten these ones just off Amazon from Aunt Martha's. If you go to my website, jennifertryon.com, I've got a whole list of where you can get all the materials, and I would imagine Janome will be posting that list too. So yeah, so jennifertryon.com for that. And so yeah, you'll need a tea towel. I'm using Fabra Solvi. There, I'll show you up here. This is water soluble stabilizer, and it's not the plasticky kind. It's more like the fabric kind. I've used both. Both have worked. I've found that this one from Sulky works really well. So that's just my personal opinion, but some sort of water soluble stabilizer, tearaway stabilizer works too. But of course, if you're using tearaway stabilizer, you really will have to tear it away from all those little stitches at the back. So I find the water soluble is really helpful because then you just spritz it at the end and it all just disappears, which is really quite nice. Okay, so the other thing you're going to need is some embroidery thread. So I'm using the poly neon thread, the Madeira poly neon thread. Let me show you it in the box. So sometimes you can get like this mini treasure chest full of thread. Just be sure that you're looking for the one with the either the 50 weight rayon or the poly neon box like this. And again, I've got links. We've got links online for you if you're looking for it. You can, and I have embroidered with regular cotton thread. You just get a bit more breakage. It doesn't wear as well. The sheen is really nice on this. So first and foremost, you might want to use what you have, but if you're really wanting to, you know, do a pro job, I'd recommend this is great Madeira thread. So again, we've got links for all of that. And then you are going to be helped out a lot for this project using an iPad. And I use an iPad with my Apple Pencil. And so let's just get right to it here. Okay, I gotta put in my password. Because long before we start sewing, we have to start tracing. So I'm gonna call up the free Janome AcuSketch app, which is right here on my iPad. And let's just go to a new. So when you get it, this will be your sort of home page, and it's going to ask you what size of hoop you want to use. And for this project, I used the largest hoop. So that's the RE20A. So if you have the Janome S9, that's the largest hoop you've got. And then it sort of gives you this blank canvas, and you can just write on it as you see fit, just like that. I'll erase that, just undo. So you literally could put your own handwriting like, hello, and stitch that right out, just with what you've written here. That's not what we're doing today. We're gonna take my grandmother's handwriting and actually use that. So that's gonna be very cool. So I'll undo the hello, and now I'm gonna bring up the little photo. So what I did was, because we only have one recipe for butter tarts in my family, it's my grandmother's recipe, I called my mom and said, can you please just take a photograph of Grandma's recipe and just text it to me. That's all you have to do. Take a photo of the picture or take a photo of the recipe and text it to yourself or wherever you can get the photo into your iPad. So that's what she did. She texted me the recipe. And then all I need to do is, if you save it into your photos, click on the little photo, and then I can search back in my photos. You can see there's a ton of iPad photos in here. Until I get to the one where my grandma's recipe, where is it? We've got lots of the kids' drawings. There it is. So I clicked on that photo and then it brings in the photo into the background of the app. This is why using this free app is just so valuable. I love it. And you can trace with your finger too, or with the stylus. I found though I get the most accuracy with an Apple Pencil. So yes, you're getting tools on top of tools, but they really do help you do a great job. So if you're really into this, you know, if you're wanting to do tea towels, I even did an apron here. You can see I did my daughter's drawing, the one that she did when she came home from JK, right there in the big picture. You can see I transferred it down onto a little throw pillow for her bed. These are all great gift ideas for Mother's Day and beyond. Really heartfelt and a really great way to preserve things that, you know, the butter tart recipe sits in somebody's cookbook, but it really could be in all of the cousins' kitchens or all of your daughters' or sisters' kitchens when you are able to make a project like this. Okay, so once you've got the photo in and you can resize it to however small or big you want just by pinching. It's pretty intuitive the way you would normally use a phone or zoom in. That's what you're doing on this app too. Same kind of deal. And once you've got it the size that you want it, press done. And now we're into the tracing part. Now we're into the drawing. And now again, I can zoom way in and you can see it's bringing my picture really big. And now what I can do is with my pencil, just right over top of my grandmother's writing, I'm going to go ahead and trace over it. So we're not digitizing in a way that the computer or the iPad is like looking at the photo and then immediately putting it into stitches. You need to trace it out like this. And so everywhere she's written something, I'm writing. So there's butter. I'm going to zoom right in and go tart. See? And I'm going to do that for the entire thing. So everywhere she put a line, I'm putting a line. So 1/2 cup raisins. I think we'd omit that step if we were making this. I could do without the raisins. What about you guys? Are you pro raisins or no raisins? How's everybody doing out there? Violet, where are people tuning in from?
Florida.
Florida, all right.
I saw one from England.
England, amazing.
Pennsylvania.
Well, that's great. I'm so glad you guys have tuned in. Please like and share this because the more people that get to see it, the more often we can do these kinds of videos. We want lots of eyeballs, so please like and share. That's the best compliment you can give us. Okay, so once I've got my entire recipe traced out, I won't make you watch me do that the whole time because I have gone ahead and traced it. So I'll call up, just by pressing the little file folder, I can see all the work that I've done tracing out things. You can look at all the ones I've done. You can see I've done, you know, some of the kids' drawings. I let the kids write their own names and they stitched them out on tea towels. I even got all my sisters and my mom and we took my grandparents' signatures off their marriage certificate and I made a family tree quilt. So there's so many cool things that you can do with this app. This is just scratching the surface. So there's my full butter tart recipe all traced out. And now what I need to do is just press stitch. And now you have the choice down here. This is your stitch types. I think free with the app comes just the straight stitch and maybe the zigzag stitch. I sprung, I think it was $2 or $3 and got a few extra stitches. And I always stitch on triple stitch. And I do it because, well, if you're familiar with sewing with a triple stitch, it does 3 stitches for every one. And it just makes the handwriting a little more bold. because thread is very thin. So the triple stitch just gives it that little extra so that when you're doing it on something like a tea towel, and you know, it's old-fashioned writing anyway, at least in this case, so it's somewhat hard to read. The triple stitch I found really makes it a little bit easier. So I keep it on triple stitch, and then you have the option of making your stitches longer or shorter. I just keep it on 1.5. That's always been fairly fine for me. And you can see everywhere in red, it's hard to see, but in real life, there's a red writing over top of my black tracing. And that just shows you exactly the stitch. The red is the stitching. And then all I need to do is press send. And my machine is going to be connected to the Wi-Fi. So let's select the sewing machine. Please find it. This is always when you're relying on technology, you're always, is it going to find it? Is it not going to find it? It usually does. Come on. Of course, because we're live, it'll take its sweet time. All right, let's just make sure, since maybe this will happen to you too, I may as well walk you right through it. I'm going to show you on my machine, in case you're having this trouble too. On your machine, there's a little settings button, and you can just press the Wi-Fi, and then these little gears right here, and just give a little search. Just prompt it to look for your Wi-Fi again. All right, I'm going to put in my password. Whoops. I need to delete that. I'll just start again. Yes, my Wi-Fi is crafty, girl. Yeah. Okay, so the network settings have been updated. Press OK. Usually that's enough to to get it to show up. So I'm going to just bring you right back to my iPad here. And let's refresh. Aha, see? Just needed a little refresher. And so now it's finding the S9 Indigo. Did I lose it again? There it is. So connect. And it's got my hoop. Connected, send. And now it will come up. Let me just show you right on my screen. Right on your home screen here. So now you can see my butter tart recipe is on my home screen, and even if I wanted to edit it here, I could. I could just press the home button and go to the edit screen. I could move it around. I could make it 20% bigger or 20% smaller. Totally up to you. But I'm satisfied with the size that it is here. You could also use the other free app, which is the Janome AcuEdit app, and that would allow you to edit on your iPad too. Okay, so now I've got it here. So I can start stitching right away, but I didn't want to make you watch me stitch the entire thing. So I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. And the reason I'm jumping ahead is because sometimes you can't finish a project all at once. Sometimes you got to embroider some of it, and then you got to go do something else, like eat supper or go to bed. So you turn it off, but you want to be able to come back the next day, which is basically what I've done here. So right here in this little stitch line here, it shows you this total project is 6,316 stitches. But I actually ended at stitch number 2,860. So if I press the little needle button with the number sign here, it's going to let me put in my last stitch, which is 2,860. Okay. And then the machine just automatically sets me up where I last left off. Cool. And then all I need to do is press start. Pretty good, huh? And it's as easy as that. Now, I didn't show you hooping up your hoop. I can show you that right now while it's stitching and we're waiting for it to be done. So we're kind of gone in reverse order here, but I think it's okay because we've got a few minutes to wait. In fact, it says there's 11 minutes left. So with my largest hoop, what I've done for this project is just take my stabilizer. I've measured it out. You see it on the overhead? Violet, do we have any questions?
Yes. Somebody's asking, is there a comparable model available in the UK?
100%. This model is available in the UK. As far as I know, anyway, someone from Janome may be on right now and can answer that. But just be looking in the UK for the Janome Skyline S9. This would be what you're looking for there. Anything else?
And someone is asking, is there an Android app?
Is there an Android app? Right now, there's only apps for iPads. However, there are downloadable programs that can go on a PC. So you're not totally out of luck if you're using a PC. So just Google that. Okay, so once you've got your stabilizer hooped up, I actually am not hooping the tea towel. I've just put the tea towel on just like this. Turned it to its side. Now, you could also use the cloth setter, which is really helpful for something like this. I'm going to show it to you because it might be the first time you guys have ever seen something like this. So the cloth setter is this tool right here.